mostly
You're
just play
multitasking
Madden.
pretty well, man. I gotta give it to you. Pretty proud of you. If somebody says no,
I'm not focused on this interview at all right now. Sorry, guys. Hey, what's up, y'all? We're Collective Nude, and I'm Forkii, and you're here with Pushthewall.
Hey, I'm Zach from Collective Nude, and you're here with Pushthewall.
I'm from Ottawa, but I've been here since I was 18. People could usually tell after a while that I'm from Ottawa. And
Yeah.
Ottawa?
Yeah, no, I'm from here. I moved to Montreal for a few years, but then I came back. I played a lot of basketball.
Yeah, me too, but I was actually good at it, you know, so it went a little bit further for me. I actually moved to Toronto to play ball at Ryerson. That was the main reason I came, but that didn't go very well.
I was pretty good, but I had some physical holdbacks on account of being really small.
Other than that, honestly, ball and sports were like my only real hobbies growing up. I didn't really express my creativity side till I was a little bit older.
I used to draw. I was super into music from a young age, but more like I was never trying to make music. For me, it was more like the history of music. I went through phases of each genre too. So it was like, oh, like now I'm into classic rock, or now I'm into older hip hop, and just trying to appreciate the history of it. And then I started from there, figuring out what I actually like to listen to. Pretty basic stuff. Like we just said music and sports.
Yeah. Fuck, I'm trying to think. Did I have a shitty childhood?
No, you're just not that interesting.
Yeah. I was into music too, but it was mostly from my older siblings. They were really into it, so it was always around the crib.
Yeah, see, I didn't have siblings, like older siblings. My sister was younger, so.
I'm the youngest of 4. Good question.
I was throwing a party called House. It was a weekly. We did 52 weeks. And then Forkii was coming a lot, and I was like, this guy's...
My girlfriend at the time was like promoting it, so I was always just there.
Oh, you piece of shit loser.
Yeah. One down, bitch. Yeah. We got to know each other around then, but I think we started becoming friends a little bit further down. Like, we were cool, like we were more like, you know, party friends when you just see people. And then after a while, I guess, I don't even know how.
I think it was just organically, like we were at the same places a lot, and then when I started focusing more on nude full time, he was super, like him and our close friends were super supportive, and it kind of just grew organically from that.
Yeah. Growing up, it was mostly like shit like this.
Smash
Bros,
I played
Mario Kart.
Smash Bros, but that was N64.
Yeah. But I used to do like wrestling games. I was super into wrestling games too, like No Mercy, WrestleMania, shit like that. And then when I got old enough, it was strictly sports games. I only I
played Madden and 2K.
2K, FIFA.
But then I stopped gaming altogether once I
still fucking game a lot.
I think I played a little in university, but it was more so like we were playing N64 still. Like one of our friends had N64, and we would just go there. And
after my basketball career derailed a little bit, I decided to live my basketball life through 2K, you know, franchise.
He still does?
I still do, yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, so when are you going to show up to this meeting? He's like, honestly, I'm just finishing a season. I'm
you
like,
can't
what?
leave halfway through a championship run, you know?
You're multitasking pretty well, man. I got to give it to you. Pretty proud of you. If somebody says no,
I'm not focused on this interview at all right now. Sorry, guys.
I started nude. I was throwing big parties in Montreal, and they were more like DJs and just huge events, and there was not really much cultural merit to them. And I wanted to do something that had was in cooler venues and had like an artistic aspect to it, and was doing more new artists, like emerging artists, and showcasing them instead of just doing like bringing in huge people. So I started nude, and we like booked Kate Tronado for the first event. We did it in a cool loft. We threw like we had a visual artist in there, and it had different aspects to it, and that was sort of the start. And now, you know, kind of spilled into like managing artists and doing bigger events for bigger brands. And the clothing side of it, like he's wearing the hat, and yeah, it kind of just has grown into its own new thing.
So for me, I was always like, I'm always pretty social, so I was always going out and shit. And then when I linked up with Zach, he was doing some shit that I just thought was really dope, and it just felt like it just felt a little bit more organic and not forced, like other like clubby shit. and I just started hopping on board and helping him out with shit, just like off friendship.
I love when you get hit by shit. It's so fun.
Yeah, friendship. And then I just kind of found my way being part of it. To me, it's just like it's very like family and organic based, so it was just really easy to pick it up. And I started throwing events, and they started gaining a lot of traction. And then we're like, hold on, you're throwing events, I'm throwing events. Why don't we do some of this shit together? And then it's kind of built off that pretty much. I don't even think we had like a meeting to be like, yo, it was on. I just sort of like.
It was more just like, yo, do you want to come on this one? Do you want to jump on this one? Eventually, it was like, should we just start planning them together more? So instead of like me plan it and then him jump on, or him have an idea, now it's just like, yo, what are we doing for this, and we just knock it off together.
And it makes sense because he's really good with that, like the technical stuff, like I'm always late to everything. And he's really like.
I messaged him before we got here, and he was like, "Let's go 5 minutes early." And I was like, "Okay, but am I going to get there 5 minutes early and wait outside in this disgusting windstorm, and then you're going to get there late?" And he was like, "No, it's not going to happen." And then
I don't like being
exactly
that
happened. I got here and I had to wait 5 minutes outside for him. And I was like,
And yeah, and I just bring like I think a social aspect that and inject a little bit more life to the brand, so it works out really well. So that was Zach's idea, and when so you should start on that.
I was gonna do it alone, and then the more I thought about the idea, I was like, it's the family dinner. Me and Forkii doing it together makes the most sense. We spend way too much time together as is, and I think that really the concept was the exact same as the concept for the events. It's like, you know, if we're gonna like create a platform for people or to expose their talent in our events, then let's. Oh no, I do suck at this.
Again, 3 times in a row, dog. Talk to me.
If we're gonna create a platform that way, let's also like create a platform where we can talk to people like one-on-one. It's a little bit more intimate, but it's the same type of thing that we're doing with the events, and it's actually been cool. You know, it's still early in it, and we're still trying to bank a bunch of episodes, but we've been able to get people that are bigger than we thought, getting really interesting. Even old friends have come on the podcast that we thought we knew well, and it turns out there was so much we didn't know about them that we're learning like through doing the podcast. So
yeah, there's no even real direction with family dinner in terms of like, it's not even really an interview and shit. We just, when he brought up the idea, it was more like like when you sit down with your family, you guys just start chatting and the craziest things kind of come up. So it's more of like that type of platform where we could get to know artists, not on like not strictly based on their careers, but like who they are as people and how they came up, their interests and shit like that.
Exactly.
The happiest thing I am with, like the part that I fuck with the most is like our guests feel super welcomed. I don't think any of them ever felt nervous or anything like that. So that makes me feel like we're doing our job and accomplishing the goal.
Feedback from the guests is my favorite part too. Even people who like I didn't expect. Fuck.
He was gonna say even the people that we didn't think were
gonna be so receptive or like excited about it have proven to like really get into it. And I think that is also a testament to the dinner aspect of it, of just like chilling and eating and drinking and being idiots. Our natural state. I don't think it was until I started listening to podcasts where I was like, wait, I want to do this. Like this is fucking cool. And we definitely both have like pretty unique personalities between him and I, and we're very different. So I thought, you know, people listening to that might get a kick out of it.
I jumped on essentially around like almost a year ago.
Yeah.
And I really didn't know what to make of it, but I just know we wanted to do a bunch of dope shit. I didn't know,
oh my God.
Exactly what that was going to entail. But it's dope to see all our ideas from like a year ago kind of coming to fruition now. And I'm just like, oh, this is kind of dope. And it's, luckily a lot of it's been working. We haven't really done much shit. We haven't taken
an L yet, really.
Yeah.
Have we?
Marginal L's. It's the only ones I'm taking. Come on. Yes. I still win. Dude, I still win. So, yeah, I initially I'm like, oh, let's put it on video. I think it'd be dope. And he's more like, let's build it up and then we eventually plan on making it a video.
Yeah,
as well.
We wanted to start with the video, and then I very quickly, when I was trying to figure out how to do it, not only did I realize it would be more work and more investment, but also like it would be more awkward. I think the whole point of like the family dinner thing is that it's literally just us chilling, and it takes maybe the first 3 minutes to forget that the microphones are there, and then you're just talking. Whereas like if we had just someone walking around with a camera or even a still camera, it's like it's one more thing you have to think about. Like I have to look good. I have to like.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Even thinking that right now, this whole time I forgot what I've looked like. I'm like a fucking moron playing this, and I'm like shit. But I don't want to do anything. We both don't want to do anything half-assed. So
Yeah.
when we're gonna do that aspect of it, it'll be really well done. And until I think we can do that.
Wait, do you guys have this on the screen when like the game playing? Okay, good.
Yeah, because you just won.
No, yeah, let's
I caught some bad breaks.
let's watch,
I'm honestly okay
let's
with
watch the
myself.
medal ceremony. Real good game, man.
It's good enough. What should you do next? Smash?
I don't know if I could play Smash and Speak, man.
Okay, let's do it. Mine was Blueprint.
Oh, fuck. Mine's kind of embarrassing, but whatever.
What is it?
Country Grammar, Nelly.
That's not embarrassing. It's totally fine.
No? It's kind of fire, but yeah.
I feel like you just changed that answer. Cool.
No, Deadass is the first one I got. Also, Cisco was shortly after.
My second was Linkin Park.
I actually got suspended I went to a Catholic school. In grade 5, I got suspended for printing the lyrics to the Thong song.
How do we change the game?
And that was wild to me when I didn't even know what a thong was at the time, so imagine that.
My dad showed me that song. So
Wow.
shows you a lot about me.
Fuck, we don't know that. We don't really know.
Like, well, I just really want to keep growing it. Like, I want to put out more consistent episodes. I want to record it more consistently. I want to, I like exactly what it is. I just like to refine it. Like, I want it to sound better. I want it to be more consistent. That's going to sound disgusting on the mic.
But at the same time, I feel like we use it as a hub to do other shit as well, right? Because we throw events, we got some clothing. So we use it as a hub to like meet people, get comfortable with people, and yeah. For me, it was the Mine one because that one was all happened like super organically and happened within a week.
Not even a week. It was like 2 days. Mine had hit us up, and then it was like a day later we did a pop-up shop, and then the event. And
yeah, and it was such a long day because we helped him with the pop-up, and that was our first time meeting him as well. But it was also so dope because when you meet some celebrities, they're kind of like bougie or like, but his energy was just fucking dope. He was super receptive to us. He was
absolutely lovely guy.
Wanted to have a good time, and it all just happened. Like we were so tired, but we just had a wicked time, and it was. Unfortunately weren't able to get him on the podcast because he wasn't here for very long.
Big Fox.
But we'll definitely do that in the future. Have you guys ever heard of Canna Clinic? Yeah, I used to be like a manager at a couple of their locations. Got like arrested and shit during that whole raid. Fuck, I hope my mom doesn't watch this. She doesn't know about that yet.
Didn't hear from Forkii for like a day. I was like,
yeah.
You fucking ignoring me, you piece of shit? And he's like,
just in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sick. The whole time I was just justifying it. I'm like, it's going to be legal soon. It's going to be legal soon. And then until you go to jail, you're like, oh, fuck, man, I guess this isn't legal.
And the whole time I'm like, it's not legal yet.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but it will be. I used to work retail when I was a kid, and like I moved to Australia for a year, and I couldn't actually legally work there because I was on a student visa. So then I went into this like clothing store. It was like the equivalent of an Urban Outfitters right by where I was living. And I asked to speak to the manager, and it ended up being this like cougar. And she took a liking to me, so she gave me a job. And she would grab my ass. She just, like, what? Yeah, she would just she was like just very, like way too overt, like absolutely inappropriate with me in public. And so that was, the job itself was not weird. The situation was very weird though.
I think I've only been hired by women.
It's because you're so hot, man.
Oh, all right.
Beyonce was definitely a big one. And then I also had Hilary Duff, so it shows I didn't have a type. Yes.
Mine was probably like Christina Milian.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah.
I was that kid that like my desktop background was a different girl.
How old is she?
And I would change it on like an at least monthly, but probably like bi-weekly or like bi-monthly. So there's a lot. Penelope Cruz is a big one. She still is though.
I would still date all these girls.
Hilary
well,
Duff?
obviously.
Hilary Duff?
My bad.
Would you date Hilary Duff?
No, I'd hit it, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't date her, fuck.
Pharrell, AI, Jonah Hill. I think that's the top 3. I'd like to get a female in there though.
Yeah, Iverson, The Weeknd. I think Rihanna would be dope. She's probably one of my favorite.
I feel like she's too smart to talk to us, to be honest.
No, absolutely, and she's too beautiful.
Yeah, we'd be like, oh god, that'd be
she's
so
probably
embarrassing.
my celebrity
She'd be
crush.
amazing, but I think
Holy
she's too good for us.
She seems so mean too sometimes.
Yeah.
She'd probably bully us. I'm with it. I'm with it though. I'm with it. I was a TV junkie. So you go first.
Ever? Or like when
Growing
I was
up.
a kid? Pokemon.
Mine was Dragon Ball, yeah. Dragon Ball and Pokemon.
Pokemon was just like...
I feel like everyone's was those two though, right? Like, I don't know one kid that didn't really fuck with Pokemon.
Why is it telling us where it's going?
If not, you were fucking weird straight up. I'm like, what the fuck? My kid still fucks with Pokemon and it's like 20 years later.
There's so many projects that I want to do, and it's a matter of like, there's not only so many hours in the day.
Another thing for me too is like, I always believed like I was talented and shit, like, you know, I was charismatic, all that, but I never really believed in myself to do projects on my own. So I kind of like jumped on other ones. But like working with him and shit like that, he's literally the opposite. He has too much confidence sometimes in his stuff.
Really nice.
So it kind of...
Oh no, what's happening to me?
Helps me believe I can do shit on my own and not really look for anyone's approval to do shit. And I think that's been super liberating, so.
I just want to start a consistent release schedule, getting it out more and continue growing at the rate we're growing it, because I'm pretty happy with what we're getting so far.
No, I'm super happy with what we're getting. So yeah, my big thing is just consistency, because once we start, like people start fucking with it, and then like we haven't put one out in a month and a half just because of holidays and shit like that and other projects. And I just want them to have like a constant appetite for it. So consistency is our biggest thing right now. I've won every single game here so far.
I haven't gamed in 10 years, so the fact that it's even competitive.
I'm results-based, he's excuses-based, you know?
Forkie's better at video games, so I'll concede that.
Touch me for that. Ow, that kind of hurt.